Okay, so here's a body that I have set up for one of my alt accounts. And I've got the physique all done on it. Yours should look something like this. Uh, so now I'm going to show you how to save the physique and how to open it and all that good stuff. Okay, so down here we've got, if you are in just the physique, you'll see all these little icons. You got to open and a save and all this. So we want to save our file, okay, because we don't, because we want to reuse this file on other meshes that we make. So name it whatever you want in whatever folder you want. Okay, so now let's say we want to make another body on top of this. Let's say we want to make a shirt. Okay, so we're going to clone this body, delete the physique on it. Now, this is just how I do it. Some people might do this differently. They might have a better way. I don't know, but this is how I do it. Okay, so I want this to be a long shirt. I don't want it to cut off above the belly button. So let's take it all the way down to there. So we'll select what we want here. And we want this to be partially skin tight, so that's why we're doing it like this. Okay. And then we're going to face extrude. Now, I like my stuff super skin tight. Sometimes on older graphics cards and older computers, and if you're not using OpenGL, it can cause some shimmering when you zoom out really far in IMView, but I like them really tight. So I usually face extrude like 0.2. 1 looks okay, but that's pretty far out. But I usually do like 0.2, 0.5. And I use a lot of layers in most of my meshes, so, I don't want the top layer to be like way far out. So anyways, point 2. Collapse 2, edible mesh, blah, edible poly. I do not like working with edible meshes. I always make them editable polys. Okay, so we have this, and let's just throw a different color on it here. Go here. Okay, so let's say this is your mesh. Okay, your skin tight mesh. Now there's two ways you can go about doing this. One of the ways is you can go into your, you could select your body, go into edible poly, and attach. And then we can attach the top. And it wants us to match our IDs. Okay. Now, we have the shirt attached to the body. So, we go into the vertex mode, select all of them, go into the vertex mode in the physique, and then it magically should put all of your body physique weights onto the shirt. Okay, let's see if it did it. Ta-da! It did it. Okay, so that's one way you can do it. That's not how I do mine. Uh, Hold on. Get this back right here. Okay. So for mine, what I like to do is I like to keep them completely separate meshes. So we're going to add a whole new physique to this top. So we go down here and we add the physique modifier, okay? But now it has no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. So we need to attach it to a node. Now, I'm also going to link in the description the page in create mode that has the instructions on how to do this, so you can go back in and look at them again. Okay, so we want to click this little button down here, attach to node, and I usually open my select by name list, and we want to attach it to the pelvis node. So just hit pick. Now, we want to change this to no blending. Click off, create envelopes, set it to rigid, go into link settings, and click that one off. Okay, now I'm going to put the directions in the description so you'll be able to do that slower if you need to. And click initialize. Okay, so now we have it set up correctly, but there's still no weight. There's no weight on it, okay? So we want to go down here and open the physique file. We have our physique file here saved. Go all links. Now, sometimes it does this and it's really super annoying, but you have to go in and you have to make sure that the same amount of links are the same on the right as on the left. So you have to go in. Oops, darn it. And I don't know why it does this, but it does. Okay. And then this one and this one. Okay, so once you have it all set up, click OK. Now you should have your weights set up exactly the same as your body, which is totally awesome. Okay, and the reason why I like to do this is because it helps with blending and all that stuff. And I usually put all of my clothing meshes really way up high, like in the 90s. So that's how I like to do that. I'm going to pause the video here and set up a skirt, and I'll be back.